So that would then mean that what we're remembering with the ultimate hunt and the meteorites and everything isn't necessarily the real world. That's at least the conclusion that I've come to. We'll see how true that is. I forgot who... We're dating 2 people, right? We got 1 of hers and 2 of Maki. And that's it. So I guess we were gonna keep going with Maki if I can figure out what to give her. I don't know if we have any people who punch. Oh, you know what? You know what I just thought? She doesn't like swords. Maybe that's the like, I was like, oh man, this is weird. Like, I gave her, obviously, a weapon that an assassin would use, but she was like, ugh, no, I don't want, like, you failed to give me a good present. And I was like, what? That was what made me think she actually wanted child care presents, but it's probably because she actually doesn't like swords. Because we found out that she messed up an assassination with a sword, and then she stopped using them. Although it doesn't help because we don't really have any other weapons. We got plenty of tissue. Now, this is for Tenko. And so is the grip strength, I bet. I'm not gonna obsess about it too. Well, every time we do this, I say I'm not gonna obsess about it too much. I don't think she wants the gun of men's passion, though. Maybe we should just keep going with Himiko. She disguised her. I don't know if she would want that. No, yeah, she reads kids' bedtime stories, sure. Alright, we're giving her that. Because she accepted the other gift, right?
Ne. どうなの?
Spend some time with Maki discussing our memories. This is something you should give to a child. You shouldn't give this to someone my age. Well, when we get out of here, I'll give it to the kids. That's why you gave it to me, right? Alright, success. I didn't know that assassins were scouted. It's better if you didn't know. Also, there's no need for you to know. Gathering children from orphanages? I couldn't believe it. Do you want me to surprise you even more then? Huh? The orphanage I was raised at was run for that reason. What do you mean? To raise potential candidates as assassins. What? The cult donates to the orphanage as charity. That's believable, right? The amount of work I put in is the amount of charity given. That's how the exchange goes. I see. How much is Maki carrying on her shoulders? Such small shoulders. You said you were taken in by a man. Did he raise you?
Huh?
Are you asking if he raised me as an assassin? No, that's not what I meant. You don't need to be so serious. but the man scouted me and put me in a training facility.
それは
I remember you saying that training was quite harsh.
そうだね
No matter how talented you are, a child is still a child. The basic training forces your body to go beyond its human limitations. They physically beat us to help us withstand torture, and taught us how to die when needed. How to die?
だって
The only option left when you fail a mission is to die, right? Dying sooner is the nicer way out. It's much better than being tortured alive.
それは
So you were trained to withstand torture?
どうなの
Would you like to hear what kind of training we endured?
うん
No, thank you. I think I'll pass. I can't bear to think of what Maki had to go
あ
through.
のさ
After they tortured us, all I could do was just stare at the room's ceiling. They tried to break me during training, but I was still there. They tried to drag my dignity and tear it to make me feel empty. But even then, I found myself. And then they would do it all over again. It wouldn't have been strange if I broke during all the torture. But even so, I tried my best. I wouldn't have accepted the job in the first place if I knew I couldn't do it. But most importantly, if I broke, then Anohito would replace me.
え
Anohito?
ごめん
Sorry, pretend you didn't hear any of that just now.
でも
What? But
うるさい
it's fine, just pretend.
Mm.
Alright, I understand. Bwah. Reeling from Maki's incredible story, I returned to my room. Only one date. Alright.
お知らせを
This is an official announcement from the Ultimate Academy. It is now 10 p.m. Nighttime officially starts now. Staying up late is bad for your skin, so maybe you bastards should go to bed already. The reason I can't sleep is because I'm up all night thinking about you, Monofani. Doki doki.
もしもし
What? You can't just blurt out something like that. Did this suddenly get weird? Come on, guys. We got rid of the ultimate anthropologist. He's not here anymore. You guys don't have to do this.
嘘みたいだ
It's kinda crazy, really. I never thought about you this way before.
ね
Hey, when did you worm your way into my heart? Doki doki.
えもしもし
So, what are you gonna do about this?
ダメよ
We can't. We're family, you know? You can't forget that.
I need you
Well, I can't top that voice line.
I want you
Alright. We are still in Japan. What was that?
まあ
Well, no point worrying about the monocubs. It's time for training. I feel like I haven't done it in a long time. Alright, to the courtyard.
Shuichi
Ah, good. You're here, bro. Yeah, it's been so long since the three of us have done this.
そうだね
It's because Kaito was scared of ghosts. I wasn't scared. Wait, don't make me think about them. When I first met Maki and Kaito, I never could have imagined hanging out like this. Anyway, let's get started. First off, 100 sit-ups. You guys better get pumped up. The three of us lined up on the grass and started our routine.
1 2 3 25 26 27 28春川さん早すぎるよ
なあこうやって見てるとよやっぱ宇宙って広いよない
や語ってないで腹筋は
She always shows up to work out in a miniskirt. Nobody has any changes of clothes at all. Kaito stood up slowly, his body hesitant. Sorry, gotta use the bathroom. Kaito slowly began walking away toward the school building. I wonder what's wrong. He's not in much of a hurry for needing to go to the bathroom. Do you always, like, wait until you're about to pee your pants and then you have to run? You can walk, you can be whatever speed you want when you go to the bathroom. What the hell? Do you want me to go check on him? I just finished doing my 100 sit-ups. What? Already? Maybe you should go. Because it's the boys' bathroom. Did that not occur to you? Do you want to die? Sorry. Well, it's fine. By the way, this seems like a good time to ask, but music stops. Did you like Kaede? Huh? Well, I assumed you didn't because that would be weird. What do you mean weird? Liking someone you just met, especially in a situation like this. Do you think love can bloom on the battlefield? We are talking about Snake again, so so the Metal Gear quotes have to come back. Then tell me, under what circumstances is liking someone not weird? Huh? I don't know. I don't really understand what that is. Never mind. Just forget I asked. Forget you asked? Why did you bring this up, Maki? No reason. I was only curious. No reason? Metal Gear? Maki, you're being cruel. You ask me a personal question, then act like you don't care. Hey, were you guys making out while I was gone? Perfect timing as always, Kaito. Anyway, what's wrong, Kaito? Why did you leave all of a sudden? Nah, I drank too much water before training, but I emptied myself out, so I'm good now. So let's continue where we left off. Let's get pumped up for sure this time. Continue? I don't recall you even doing one yet, Kaito. So, from the beginning, of course, you guys are gonna restart with me. I already finished doing my 100. Don't be so cold. No road is long with good company, right? I don't think that phrase applies to this.
悩み事も辛いことも悲しいことも嫌なことも苦しいことも汗と一緒に流しちまえ。体を動かしながら時間が過ぎるのを待てばどんな痛みも思い出に変わっちまうんだ。
あんたも体を動かしなよ。
まあ俺には悩み事とかねえからよ。なんつったって俺は宇宙に轟く桃田カイトだからな。
このホーイキョマ。He really likes saying his name. And his title. In the end, Kaito convinced us to do all of our sit-ups over. But Kaito and I had to give up, and Maki was only Maki was able to finish. I'm so tired. A lot's happened today, but there's still something bothering me. That flashback light this afternoon. All those meteorites. The Gopher Project. The mysterious cult organization. Are they connected to the ultimate hunt? Or the funeral? Or the killing game? Those answers might save us. But no matter how hard I try to solve it, it's all a mystery. Thinking about everything I saw, I had fallen asleep before I knew it. This is probably just like a quirk of writing, but I feel like every single time he goes to bed, he's like, I immediately fell asleep. That's probably nothing, but I thought I should call attention to it because it is like a weird thing to say every single time you talk about somebody going to sleep. Like, I get that he trains at night a lot, so that's an excuse for them to use that phrase, but it's been coming up so much. God. Clockwork Orange. That's messed up. Have you ever wondered why soccer players have numbers on their jerseys? It's how many mochi each player gets in the red bean soup they eat after the game. It's too much work for the guy who's making the soup to check each player after the game. It's much easier to check during the game when the number is on their uniforms. That way, they can just prepare the red bean soup during the game. And then, the red bean soup will be ready to eat as soon as the game is over. If the players want a different number of mochi, they can just trade jerseys with each other. You know how after the game, players will sometimes trade jerseys. That's how they exchange the number of mochi they have to eat after the game. Oh, but for baseball jerseys, the number is how many pieces of meat they get in their curry. And for volleyball, it's how many pieces of sliced pork they get in their ramen. As you can see, jersey numbers vary greatly depending on the sport. This has been the Random Trivia Corner, brought to you by Monokuma. The right eye, yeah. Well, he's got two completely different shaped eyes. Boo-hoo-hoo. It's 8 a.m. How long are you gonna keep crying, you annoying bitch? You know how busy I am with band practice, arcade games, and pachinko? Now give me some money, hurry up. It's oddly abusive, disturbing. No, please don't kick me in the tummy. You can hit my face all you want, though. Just leave the money on the dresser and get out of here. You weren't like this before. You used to be so nice. I've forgotten all about the past. Did you forget that I'm forgetful? Come on, come on. Hurry up. No, not the tummy. What happened to them overnight? I suppose it really doesn't. It doesn't really matter. I should head to the dining hall. Weird. Baki, good morning. Good morning. This is a bit awkward. Kaito's oblivious made last night weird. But the way she talked about it like she didn't care, that got to me. Hey, about last night. What? You probably assumed I didn't care. But that wasn't it at all. It wasn't? You're not fit to be a detective when you assume things without listening first. Baki, then what were you trying to do? Why did you bring it up? Women, am I right, fellas? What do you want? Good morning, Hibiko. Good morning. Tired? It's because I ran here from my room. You got tired just from that? Why did you run? Are you in a hurry? I decided to live life facing forward. That's why I can't stop. Actually, I can't even walk. I have to be constantly running forward. Isn't that a bit extreme? It's extreme? I know you want to be positive, but that doesn't mean you have to start sprinting. You don't have to live life. You don't have to live too fast. It makes me worried. Is that so? Hibiko? I don't know. What don't you know?
うちは
I want to live life facing forward for Tenko and Anji's sakes. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
うん
I'm probably paying for saying that everything was a pain up until now.
じゃあ
Well, why don't we start with getting some exercise? Exercise. Here, this is a Keikogi belt. Okay. You could wear this and train in the dojo just like Tenko did.
あ
Will that make me positive? Can I live life facing forward?
それは
I can't say for certain, but it's better than just sitting around doing nothing.
うむ
You're right. Join me there, Shuichi. Okay, this is another... So I wonder if just every day... Yeah, secret scene. If every day, like, the people that are hanging around at the front can give out an optional scene. Because that was how we got the last one. I was headed into the dining hall in the morning. And I was like, let me talk to these guys. And they were like, oh, we're going to go to the pool and put on bikinis. And I was like, yeah, I've got a man's gun. That means I get to watch. Somehow. We still never established how he watched, but he did. Sorewa without the Chigaozo. Or Chigaoyo, if we're talking the first game. Of course I will, Hibiko.
そうか
Thanks, Shuichi. You're a good person. But does that make you a good detective?
まあ
Apprentice detective. Anyway, when did you want to trade?
そうだな
They say good deeds should be done quickly, so I'll start right after breakfast. Well, I'll see you later. Alright, so what I should probably be doing is every morning when we go towards the dining hall, I should definitely stop and talk with whoever's right in front of the building. Maybe there are other secret scenes that come from talking to people elsewhere, but I'm guessing that most or all of them are going to be like that, standing right there. Wish I had realized that a little earlier, but it's alright. It's fine to see scenes for the first time when you're watching someone else stream, too. That's always fun. Wait, look at my presents. I don't think I have any new presents. Do I? This is the belt, right? This is the whatever he called it, K-Kago, A-Kago, G-Kago. Grub Muncher, hi. You missed it. So you were like, oh, it's too bad there's no genocider with a split personality in this game, but we found one. You'll have to watch the video from yesterday. Do I have the sword? Yeah, I have the sword. I went through and got everything from the Monomono machine. I don't know why there are still some that are question marks. The Monomono machine now shows, like, 100% repeat rate, so I assumed that I got everything I could from the machine, although it looks like there's still tons of things now that I think about it. Do you have to... Are there things that you need to put in more than one coin for? As soon as I entered the dining hall, I heard a loud voice echo through it. It was Sean Connery. No, it wasn't. But we gotta do it. If not now, then when?
無理だよ
Like I said before, it's reckless. There are still 2 exisals, right? Going to know that, but... Yurusenai. Watching friends disappear, seeing everyone get weaker. Gonta no can't take this anymore. That's why Gonta, go fight Monokuma. Fight Monokuma?
おう
Shuichi, good timing. Talk some sense into him. Are they alive still? No. You'll see. Just watch the last, like, hour or so of yesterday's video. Gonta saying a bunch of reckless stuff and he won't listen to us. Gonta know it reckless, but it only way to save everyone. Waiting around doing nothing, just make more victims. That's why Gonta gotta risk his life. Real gentlemen would risk life. Gonta ganbaru. Gonta gladly give up life to save everyone. Gonta, I get how you feel, but don't you think you're getting ahead of yourself?
ちょっと
Yeah, it's reckless to fight against them barehanded.
分かってないね。
More like meaningless. You shouldn't do that.
あのさ、
And even if you did, it wouldn't stop the killing game.
え
What? Why not?
うーん。
Actually, why would you even want to stop the killing game? It's just starting to get fun. It'd be a waste to stop it now.
なんでだよ。
You guys are all whack jobs. Is something wrong with your heads?
うるせえ。
Something's wrong with your head.
おお。
Oh, don't tell me. You guys aren't confident enough to win the game.
バカだな。
Jeez, if you're really that much of a weenie, you might actually lose, you know? But in my case, I'm full of confidence. I'll win this game no matter what.
え
Win the game?
何なの
Are you planning on becoming the next Blackened then?
うーん。
Me? The next Blackened?
西市。
Yeah, sure. If that would help me win, then I'd do it.
まさか
Are you serious?
うん。
Of course I am. Games are only fun when you play them seriously, right?
興奮するよね。
So, come on, guys. Let's enjoy this more. It's not often you get to play a killing game, you know? So, who's gonna be the next victim? No. No, wait. Korekiyo? Yes. The game can't continue till there's another victim, so someone start killing already. If you don't, then I'll kill someone instead, just like I promised. Got it?
いい加減にしやがれ。
Why, you? That's enough! Kaito shot at Kokichi like a bullet, and... the only bullets we use are truth bullets, sir. You calm your fists.
お前、てめえは一体どうしちまったんだ。まあ、てめえがおかしいのは前からだったけどよ。今のてめえはどう越したおかしさだ。それ以上続けるんだったら、俺がぶん殴って正気に戻してやるぞ。
Oh, and the occasional lie bullet. But we don't tell people about that. I missed the I'm gonna hit you joke
もうやめてく
again.
ださい。どんな理由があろうと暴力はダメです。それは
Truth bullets and lie bullets and psych taxis. Which I actually realized something while editing videos to upload them to YouTube. When you start psych taxi and the words like the logo, the psych taxi logo comes up, they spelled psych wrong. They put P-C-Y-C-H-E. Literally unplayable. I'm refunding the game as soon as I'm done with it. Kibo got through to him. Kaito dropped his clenched fist. Fine. I'll stop for now. But Kokichi, I hope that stupid speech of yours was a lie.
やっぱり
Maybe Gonta have to do it. If friends are gonna fight like this, then Gonta, go fight Monokuma.
ダメだよ
Who do I suspect? For this one, we still haven't even... Nobody's been murdered this time. If I were to say who I think is gonna end up dead... Kibo is really due to die. Yeah, I think Kibo is gonna die this round. Like I said, you can't. Please don't do anything reckless. Yeah, that's right. No need to be so reckless. Be you? The only thing you should be reckless with is the tree Is this ventriloquism? Is this Sean Connery saying this? Is what you would usually say. Okay, she was making fun of Miyu. Is what you would usually say. But what's with the uncharacteristic concern?
あのな
I'm serious. There's no reason for Gonta to do something so reckless.
どうして
Because I, Sean Connery, the gorgeous girl genius, will save you all.
どうしたの
Huh? Save us?
そう
Got it? Just wait a little longer. I'll bring you to a world. Are we going into the Matrix? Are we going to the Matrix inside the Matrix? Is it Matrixception? Is it Matrixception 2? Is it the Matrixception prequel? I'll bring you to a world where the killing game doesn't exist. A world where the killing game doesn't exist? Ha ha! You'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I'll keep my plan a secret. I love being a tease.
しょいの
I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, me too. Gonta, you think? It's always tough to... I was expecting Gonta to die a while back, but that was because he's just a weird, like, mix of attributes. He's a giant guy who talks slow and collects bugs. I don't know, it seemed like a weird... Not like a character that was gonna go the distance. Kind of like, what's his name, the short guy? Ryoma. After eating breakfast in that awkward atmosphere, we went back to our rooms. I promised to meet up with Himiko. I'll head to the dojo.
うむ
Ah, Shuichi, you're here. Shuichi, we do this together.
あれ
Huh? You're here too, Gonta?
ゴンタは
Gonta wanna help Himiko.
と
Help?
あのね
Himiko decide to work hard and live for Anji and Tenko's sake, right? Gonta very moved by Himiko's feelings.
紳士だから
So Gonta wanna help Himiko stay positive. Gonta wanna be useful, even just a little.
いや
I don't need any help. Huh? No? Eh?
カクカクカクカク
Oh, that was adorable. No. Well, maybe you can help me just a little.
よし
Really? Gonta can help with something?
うむ
みんなの役に立ちたいんだ
Tell Gonta. Gonta, do anything for Himiko.
あ
Let's see. Why are you looking at me?
どうしたの
What wrong? You being modest?
お願いだよ
You know gotta be modest. We friends.
あ
I know that. You tell him, Shuichi. Tell him, tell him, Shuichi. I knew you were gonna make me do this.
任せてよ
Shuichi, how can Gonta help?
と
Perhaps we should work out together? Together? That all? Really, Himiko?
そうじゃ
Yeah, really. The exercises I'm about to do aren't regular exercises. They're for mage training. So that means I need mana to move my body.
困るよ
Mana? What that? Gonta not smart boy, so Gonta not understand.
あ
Basically it's energy. I need a lot of energy to use magic.
良いか
And the best way to get that energy is by having someone with overflowing vitality nearby.
ごめん
Sorry, Gonta still not understand.
と
Gonta, you have a lot of vitality, so I want your help giving some of that to Himiko. And that help, Himiko?
うむ
Yeah, it'll help a lot.
よし
Okay, then Gonta train with Himiko too. Shuichi, let's work hard for Himiko. Yeah,
あ
we haven't even started and I'm already tired. After changing into our Keikogi, we began training under Himiko.
では次マジカルショー決めポーズ100本じゃ
Mikuru beam. No, that's like this, isn't it?
うちに続いてポーズを決めるのじゃ 観客への笑顔も忘れるでないぞ。
Yeah, he's a nice person, but nice people die in Danganronpa. It happens.
はい。
123
We practiced waving our hands and straddling broomsticks 100 times. It's honestly difficult to comment on.
どうした犀原、ポーズが崩れておるぞ。
笑顔も大事だよ。ゴンタみたいにもっと紳士的に優しく笑って。
もう一度最初からじゃ。1、2、3。
Himiko is more lively than I've ever seen her. All the anger and sadness. She's trying to deal with all of that in her own way. Hey, Tenko. Can you see Himiko from wherever you are? You've reached her, Tenko. Still sweating from all the training, I returned to my room. The reason Gonta said he wanted to fight Monokuma was to save his friends. I think Miyu is the same. What about me? My friends die and all I can do is solve their murder after it's over.
いや、
There has to be something more I could do. Yeah, I think there's if I were to take a guess, I would What do we expect to happen this chapter? Something crazy, right? What are crazy things that happen? Introducing a new person or reintroducing someone who's died. Right? Because we did that in the first, you know, right around now is when we were like, oh, Mikuru Ikusaba. Do you think Gonta could win against Monokuma? Well, doesn't seem like... I mean, I don't think the game is going to end with us beating Monokuma. There's going to be something crazy that's going to happen at the end. We just have no idea what. Because I still think we are in some kind of a simulation or matrix or something. So I don't think there's any way to fight Monokuma and beat him. Also, he has spares. We know that too. He has an infinite number of spare bodies. The Mono Cubs are dying off permanently. Whenever one of them dies, they're gone for good. I didn't notice that before. There's a target practice back there. Even though I'm hitting it, it doesn't count. Pardon me while I just mess up your place. I wonder what Miyu was talking about. She talked about a world without the killing game. But it seemed like she wasn't talking about going to the outside world. Well, it's coming from her, so I'm pretty sure it's just nonsense. So we might fail here. I might not actually have anything good. I'm gonna try giving her this. I don't think it's bad to give presents after spending time, but you should really think about the present first before giving it, don't you think? That was a failure. Oh well. Ah well. it doesn't really matter too much, because, again, after the game is all done, I will go and, 100% it. Maybe not on stream, but... Alright, she's right outside. So I'll get to see all of these dates anyway. Whoops, wait. Is this not where... Is that her over there? It is. Does Kokichi really plan on becoming the Blackened? Maybe you should be more careful about letting him into your research lab, which we can't lock. Have you paid any attention? This girl. Should we go to your research lab to check if anyone took anything? Also, we can stand watch in case anyone tries. I could try giving her the thing. There is something that I already gave her that she liked, but then it didn't seem to work the second time, right? What was it? Or was that when we were dating someone else? I've already forgotten. No, that was with Kirumi that we found that out. Maybe the same is true here. I'll try it. I'll try it anyway. No, wait. No, I already... Did I try that again and it, like, flat out didn't work? That's for art. She's so hard to shop for. Someone's student ID. Oh, this was the very last one that I got. Alright, we're gonna try giving her the picture book again. Okay, good. It worked. You look like you want to ask something. I do? Well, whatever. I told you to pretend like you didn't hear anything. But I can't take back what I said. You're wondering who that girl is, right? She was a close friend from the orphanage. No. No, ask whatever questions you like. I like having you around. I miss you. I wish that there were more games that I could think of that were like this, where it's basically just hang out, I do a bunch of voices, and that's pretty much it. But no, there also needs to be a mystery. It needs to be a mysterious game. I don't know, we'll think of something. I've heard the ones by the maker of the Zero Escape games. There's one called Never 17 or Ever 17. Maybe I should look into that. Because I'm looking for other games to play. Because after this, I've got one of the Ace Attorney games, and I'm waiting for the Talos Principle to go on sale. And other than that, I'm not sure what else I'm gonna play, like, ever. A close friend. Why do you look so relieved? I do? Yeah, you do. It's gross. Gross? I'm just glad that you have a friend like that in your life. And she's like, and then I assassinated them. I see. So that's why you're making a gross face. Back at the orphanage, I was a normal kid. Is she angry about something? What's with Miyu? She did start acting weird this chapter. Higurashi, I'm currently watching. I'm watching a playthrough of it, and my god, is it long. It's a really, really long game. Serp has mentioned many times that I should either play or watch Umineko, but I wanted to watch Higurashi first. Something like that, I don't know if I would like if it was just purely a visual novel. That doesn't seem like much fun. I would want there to be some kind of a game involved, too. I'm sorry.
別に
It's fine.
ね
Then what did you mean when you said she would take your place?
え、うん
The scouts had their eyes on her first, not me. What?
だって
I had enough talent, but she had even more talent. She was very kind, a crybaby who easily got lonely, but tried to be strong. If she had been taken to such a place, then she would have lived her life crying forever. That's why I volunteered to go. At the time, I had no idea what was in store for me as an assassin. But I endured the training. If she had gone through this, she would have died. That's why I was so desperate to do my best. So she wasn't just doing it for the orphanage, it was for her friend as well. Being with her was really fun. We would wear matching outfits, bake sweets, and exchange them. We would get in trouble with our teacher because we would talk late into the night. We played house often with the other kids at the orphanage. She would play as the mom, and I would play as the dad. Well, neither of us knew our parents, so the only thing we could do was imagine it. I just finished watching what I guess was the fourth chapter, which makes it like the final chapter, but then there's more. There's more, and I'm not sure if it's like a sequel or what, but I'm gonna just keep watching. Steins Gate would be cool, except I've already watched the anime, and I know there's not 100% overlap with the game, but it would feel kind of redundant to me to play the game after I've already seen the anime and know what happens. Well, neither of us knew our parents, so the only thing we could do was imagine it. Maki. I can't even imagine.
そっか
Of course you can't. There's no point in imagining it. But honestly, I can't see myself laughing now like how I used to back then. And I think Maki shared more stories about the orphanage with me. Deep down, Maki is just like any of us. Alright, with that, it's just about 8 o'clock, so this is a good stopping point. I assume they're gonna... Oh no! Did he kill her? Did he actually bludgeon her to death? That's awful. This is an official announcement from... what's this place called again? What time is it right now? I forgot. Actually, have I always been alone? I forgot that too. I can't remember. I feel like I used to have someone very important to me. I can't remember. I knew it. I knew it. He's helpless without me. Poor Monotaro. Yes, I played all this. Well, I didn't play the second game. I played 999 on stream and had never even heard of it. So that was a great blind playthrough where I had no idea what was happening. And then shortly after I finished it, it was like, oh, the third game is coming out in like 3 weeks. And I was like, I don't own... At that point, it wasn't on Steam. So the only way to play Virtue's Last Reward was on a PSP or a 3DS, and I don't have either of those. And I'm like, I would need to get a Vita, I mean. I would have to get a Vita, get a capture card for my computer, and get the game, and then play through it in the, like, 2 or 3 weeks that I had. So I'm like, no, I'll just have to watch a walkthrough instead. So I watched a Let's Play just in time to be able to play the third game on release. And that was good. I liked that series a lot. Yeah, the second... I liked Zero Time Dilemma more than a lot of people did, I think. It had its flaws, and I certainly see where the argument is of saying that it's like the worst one of the series, but I still really liked it. Oh, that's okay. So now he's gonna go to training. So this is a fine point to stop for the night. I'll be back around midnight, and I might maybe jump on to stream just a little bit more, like another hour or two, so that the goal is tomorrow I want to be able to get to the murder and get through the investigation. But since, you know, my work week starts up again, I'll only have like 3 hours to stream tomorrow. So that's why, yeah, when I come back around midnight, I'll probably stream for another hour or two, just to knock off a little bit more of the grind through daily life. Incinerate means to burn, that is all that matters. That was like the first, the genesis of the first running joke on this stream. Actually, even before the incinerate means to burn was the whole times 0, which I latched onto hardcore. When she's like, "Don't you want to know how many boyfriends I've had?" He's like, maybe, but not really. He's like, "It's only 18. Times 0. Do I think Miyu is a killer? I think that anyone at this point, well, until we know who is killed, we definitely can't guess, like, who's going to do the next kill. I think she probably has a bigger chance of getting killed than being a killer. She had mentioned, like, the fact that she mentioned a thing about getting out means that this next murder is going to revolve around whatever she's doing. Just like the last chapter revolved around Anji, because she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start a student council." And it's like, well, that means you're either the murderer or you're going to die. And the case before that was, I've already forgotten what the second case... Oh, with the, when the... Oh, that was... Okay, so that one was hard to predict. That was the one where they all had the Cubs pads that had motivations on them, and we didn't really get to see them, so we had no reason to suspect that a particular person would die or would get killed there. But here, the fact that she's speaking about making something that's going to let us live in a world without the killing game really does make it seem like if she winds up killing someone, I'm afraid it's going to be like Chapter 3, where it's going to be like too obvious. It'll be like, okay, so going into the trial, it seems like it's really likely that Miyu is the one who killed them, and then we're going to go through a bunch of stuff, and it's going to be her.